How's everyone doing? Welcome to an exclusive top 20 best pull stories that I have. So today, I'm counting down the top 20 best pull stories I ever had, because let's face it, whenever we open up a pack of cards and we get a hit, and it's like a really good hit, we remember where we are, what we're doing, pretty much what time it is, everything that's going on. It's just a core memory. And I'm counting down the top 20 best ones that I ever had. So starting off at number 20 with this one right here. What ended up happening with this one was, it was from Unified Minds, and I didn't know how good of a card it was. I remember getting it and thinking, it's just a trainer card and everything. And it was actually the first pack I opened up from Unified Minds when I bought a bunch of them in the mail from 2019, 2020, right before COVID, right before Pokemon exploded and became stupid expensive. So it was actually the first time I ever opened up Unified Minds. I opened it and I was like, I wanted it to be like Mewtwo or something, because, Unified Minds, Mewtwo, all that stuff. But then later on, I found out that this was one of the top 5 cards that came from it. And I was like, no way, because I opened it with my friends. So he unbunned me after like 5 seconds. And that goes to a Cynthia and Kaylin tag team card from, I said Unified Minds. It is Cosmic Eclipse. A little bit of a brain fart there on that one. But that would be number 20. Number 19. I didn't open up many Celestial Storms, as Celestial Storm is crazyishly expensive right now. And what ended up happening with this was, I only had like 5 packs of Celestial Storms I ever opened up. And I had 2 packs left. And it was either open up the right side or the left side. So you know what I did? I put my hand on the left one, and I picked up the pack, and I put that one in storage, and I opened up the right side, and I'm so happy I did, because this is the only hit I ever got from Celestial Storm, and that is a full art trainer Bonnie. So happy I did not open up the left one. This next card here comes from a much newer set of Scarlet and Violet. This is actually before I looked up what the top 10 best cards were. And I remember opening up Scarlet and Violet and just being like, oh my god, it's a terrible pack, terrible pack, terrible pack. I think I went through about 30 packs of base set Scarlet and Violet before I finally got a pull. And this was the first pull I had from it, and I was like, that's a pretty cool artwork card. Put it down, next, because, like I said, I didn't look to see what the top 10 best cards were. Little did I know, I got like the second or third best card, and that is the Gardevoir EX. At number, actually, let me flip these on over here for you guys. At number 16, we got ourselves, this is the card I was thinking of Unified Minds. But this one, I actually bought a bunch of packs. I got a crazy good deal. This was during the height of COVID. I'm sorry, I keep saying COVID, but Pokemon happened during COVID, so it throws me off. This was the height of Pokemon prices when I bought these Unified Mind packs. And it was crazy, because I got like 15 packs for, no joke, $45. Like, it just never got bidded up on eBay. And I swooped in and got it, and I was like, what? These have to be fakes. So I like to store some of the packs and I open them all, but when I got those, I had to open up one pack, and I remember thinking like, these are fakes. These are fakes. I remember I opened up, and this is the first pack, I got this card from it, and I was like, no way. No way. Okay, maybe these aren't fakes. And I'm so happy I got this one, because if I didn't open up that pack, I might have ripped them all open until I did get this one, because I remember this was the only hit I got from them. So maybe the guy waited and threw one in. I don't know. But that is the Mega Sableye and a Tyranitar GX tag team. Tyranitar. Ugh. At number 15 here, we have ourselves probably one of the cards that holds dearest to my heart. I remember this is when I first started YouTube, like 3 years ago. And I remember I was doing terrible. I had under 100 subscribers. I don't even think I had 70. And I remember I was making videos and nobody was watching them, nobody was commenting, nobody was subscribing, nobody was doing anything. Like right now, I'm not gonna lie, I'm in a rut with my videos, but nothing compared to back then. I remember I was gonna give up. I was gonna be like, nah, this just isn't for me. Like, YouTube's just not my thing. And it's alright, like, we can't all be good at everything. But I remember I pulled this card and it changed everything, because I made a video with it. And I only went up like 10 subscribers, but I got like 5,000 views on it. And it was like the first video I ever got that got into the thousands. And it hooked me. It re-hooked me. So this card, although it might not be that good, holds a special spot in my heart. And that is the Rainbow Rare card here from Sun and Moon. My first ever Rainbow Rare, to be honest, as well. Remember, I got it from a lunchbox tin my then girlfriend bought for me. And I was so happy that I was like, yes, a Rainbow Rare. Oh my god, these things are the hardest things to find. That's before I really found out about alt arts and how hard some other stuff is in Pokemon. So, put that one off to the side. Now, coming in at number 14. This one was pulled very recently, actually off of my live. So, during my most recent live, I remember I actually pulled the alt art unknown from Silver Tempest, and I was like, oh, sick, I got the alt art unknown. And that was like my third pack of Silver Tempest. I was only opening 10 packs of those. And then we got to my 10th pack, and I'm just going through them, like, all right, we're probably going to get a hit. I'll do a giveaway since it's the last pack. And I remember I just flipped to the last card, not even thinking about it, and I was just like, oh, no way! Like, literally, I screamed, so I'm sorry for everyone during that live for your ears, but I was freaking out. And I freaked out for a good reason because I pulled the Lugia V alt art from Silver Tempest. The fact that I had back-to-back alt arts in 10 packs of Silver Tempest was absolutely insane for me. Coming in at number 13, nothing compares to, no live compares to this one on here, because I remember I was trash talking the Pogo set so bad because I was opening up 20 packs live. Every hit was a giveaway, but I remember I wasn't getting any hits, and it was like the worst luck I ever had. So I was on like the 10th pack, and I remember saying, if this is an alt art, or this is I said, if this is anything good, like really good, I'll give away something stellar. Well, the Pokemon card gods were like, all right, dude, bet. And I ended up pulling the Mewtwo V alt art from Pogo. Mewtwo takes Times Square. Now, coming in at number 12 here, I remember I was opening up the new lunchbox tin. It was the Arceus tin. And I remember I hadn't gotten a good pull in a while. Actually, I hadn't gotten a good pull in a really long time, like alt art type good pull. I remember thinking like, wow, my luck's gone, my luck's over. But I like to keep making videos because I enjoyed it and everything. And all of a sudden, on like the second pack, I'm pulling back the card slowly and I see this card. And I was like, wow, that's a lot of artwork. Huh, this is a pretty cool VMAX. And it just keeps going back. I was like, wow, this is a really good VMAX. And I got all the way with it. I was like, whoa, that's a really cool VMAX. And it was like the cartoon sounds. And then all of a sudden I was like, oh my gosh, we pulled it. And I was freaking out because I ended up pulling the Aerodactyl V alt art. And it was just one of the coolest pulls I think I ever got. I was so psyched to have pulled it. Now, at number 12, we have another card coming with Aerodactyl. And this card I actually pulled in my next video that I made because I was thinking, because the Aerodactyl V Altar was one of the few cards I needed in Lost Origin. And I was thinking, wow, there aren't too many other hard hit cards that I need from Lost Origin. This is crazy. And I remember I could only think of one. I was like, ah, that's going to be a tough one. It's like $40 online. Maybe I'll buy it. I don't think I'm going to pull it. And literally in the next video, I pulled it. And that is the Trainer Gallery Pikachu V Max. Now, this next card here has a funny story, and I feel bad for the guy that I got this pack from. This is number 11, and I won this pack in a giveaway, believe it or not. It was a $1 pack. I won 2 of them. One Celestial Storm $1 pack and one Unified Minds $1 pack. I remember I only opened up one of the $2 packs. And, you know, $1 packs, you don't ever get anything good from them. Well, I opened this one up, and although this one might not be an alt art, I was like, yo, what? Because from that dollar pack, 3 cards, I ended up pulling the Dragonite GX full art from Unified Minds. Yeah, I do feel bad for the guy who gave me that pack, because I remember he commented on the video. He's like, dude, no way. And I was like, ooh, I'm sorry. Coming in now at number 10. This is another Lost Origin card that I also won in a giveaway that I do feel bad again. But I remember I won this card. It was a straight up card. That's all it was. It wasn't a pack, so the guy knew what he was giving away. I remember I won it, and I was like, I kept messaging him on Twitter. I'm like, dude, you sure you want to give this card away? Like, I'm so thankful that I won it, but like, are you sure? Like, you can keep it if you want to. Like, don't get me wrong. That's a really nice card. And he was like, no, you won it. I wanted to do something nice to the community and give it away. I was like, all right, dude, I appreciate it. Thank you. And I feel bad because it was right before this card took off in value. The card was only worth like $130. Now it's worth like $350 or something like that. And that is the other Lost Origin alt art, Giratina V alt art. I remember winning this and I was like, yo, what? But a win's a win and I will take it. Although I do kind of feel bad sometimes with how good these giveaways are people have. Next up, at number 9. We have ourselves an old school classic. This is when I used to watch AJ Carrera, and he would, by the way, anyone know what happened to him? Drop a comment down below. I don't see him making videos anymore, and the dude's got almost 500,000 subscribers on YouTube, but it is what it is. So, with this card, it was during the height of like, let's destroy a pack, then open up the pack. And I remember I was watching AJ, and he used to do that quite a lot. Wasn't a fan of it. I mean, now I'm not, but back then I was like, oh my gosh, that's getting so many views. I should try that. And I remember looking at all the packs and everything. I was like, what pack should I destroy? Which one? And I remember I grabbed Sword and Shield base set. I'm like, you never get anything good from Sword and Shield base set. I'll destroy one of these. But I didn't, and I changed my mind last second, and I was so happy that I did, because from that, I pulled what is a pretty much alt art, but alt arts didn't exist back then. The Snorlax VMAX Beauty Jumbo Boy there, growing his own little North Kami? No, not Kami. King Kai. North King Kai. Yeah, homeworld right there. At number 8, we are going to be going with a not so big card, but quite funny to be honest with me. This card, I remember I got the Blastoise, I got the Charizard, and I needed the Venusaur. And I remember I was opening up the pack, and I remember saying, as I was opening up the pack, I haven't gotten the Venusaur yet. If anyone has an extra one of these and wants to sell it to me, please message me on my Instagram, and I will pay for it, because the Venusaur is my guy and I need one. And right as I finished it, floop, I flipped the next card, and it ended up getting and pulling the Radiant Venusaur from Pokemon Go. I couldn't believe I was saying it, and then boom, I ended up getting it. Literally asking people if I could buy it from them, and all of a sudden, I got it myself. At number 7, we have ourselves a bit of a double story here. So, I was having pretty decent luck with Crown Zenith, and I was hoping to pull at least one of the 4 gold cards before I went and bought the other ones. Because, let's face it, those are expensive, they're extremely hard to get, and I was hoping like Palkia or Dialga, or maybe get really lucky and get Arceus. But, I was not expecting to pull this card as soon as I did. And it only took me about 10 packs to pull him. And that is the Gold's V-Star Arceus card from Crown Zenith. Now, the double thing about this is, I was literally thinking to myself while I was making this video, I'm never going to pull any of these gold cards. Well, I pulled the Arceus V-Star. And to go along with it, number 6, 2 packs later, I ended up going ahead and pulling the Giratina Gold V-Star as well. And I was like, yo, no way that just happened. I was psyched to end up getting these 2 cards. But I still need the other 2 as well. Coming in now at number 5, we have a card that I still cannot believe how I obtained it. You know those mystery packs you get from Walmart that you have like a 1 in 20 chance? I'm sorry, yeah, like a 1 in 20 chance of getting a vintage pack. All complete scam. I literally bought like 50 of them once, and the only vintage packs I got was Shining Fates. So total scam, those things. But they still keep things interesting. Anyways, I remember I was opening them up, and I got no vintage packs, of course. I got Vivid Voltage, Darkness Ablaze, Battle Styles, Base Set Sword and Shield, and Brilliant Stars. Those were the 5 packs that I got with those. But I remember I was opening up Darkness Ablaze, and I'm just like, oh, because Darkness Ablaze, I'm not a fan of that set. And I'm just like, oh, this is a boring set. What do I gotta open it? Blah, 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 whatever. Nothing ever comes of it. These are all weighed packs, yada, yada. And all of a sudden, boom, from a waste of $50 to a profit of $50, we ended up getting from a Walmart mystery box with 5 random packs in it, the Darkness Ablaze Charizard VMAX, which, let me tell you, I still can't believe I pulled this from a Walmart mystery box. At number 4, we have ourselves a regret card. And by that, I mean, I regretted how I ended up getting this card. Celebrations had just come out. And I remember I went to Target, and I literally hit them. They closed at 10. I got there at 9:50. And yeah, I'm that guy. I got there at 9:50. My girlfriend had to get some stuff. So I'm just going through the aisles, and I see Celebrations everywhere. And I was like, oh my God. It was like, 5 Pokemon items per person. And they had all the V-Boxes, the promotional cards, the ETBs, everything. So I was telling my girlfriend, like, yo, I'll give you the money, but you gotta buy 5 things for me. I gotta make sure, like, I get one of everything. That way I get the promo cards, because this is all gonna be gone by tomorrow morning. And it was. She had to go back because she forgot something. It's Target. No one forgets anything. Target tells you what you need. But we went back and it was gone. And I remember when I came home, I remember my parents were like, oh my gosh, how much stuff did you buy? And I'm like, $300 worth or $400 worth. And they're like, why are you spending it like that? I'm like, I don't know. And I remember I was so excited in my room. I was going to make a video the next day. But I was like, I got to open 1 pack of Celebrations. 1 pack. And off camera, the only pack of Celebrations I opened up off camera ended up obtaining and giving me the Charizard from Celebrations. Of course, that's normally how it goes. This one singular pack you don't videotape, that's when you get the hits. Now, number 3 here. I am going to say it took me such a long time to realize how good of a card this was. This is coming from, I believe, XY Breakpoint. I pulled this card from. And I remember I saw it and I'm just like, oh, it's a gold card. Okay, cool. Not knowing it was the biggest pull card in all of XY Breakpoint. I remember I pulled it. I was like, oh, it's a really cool card, blah, blah, blah. Next pack. But after like a year, I remember seeing it like, oh, if you have this card, it's actually worth blah, blah, blah. And I was like, I think I have that card. And I looked, and sure enough, I did. And I was like, oh my God, this is like the rarest card in XY Breakpoint. And I couldn't believe it that I didn't know this for like a year. I should have realized it with how cool this card was. But that is the Gyarados Gold EX from Breakpoint. Still one of the coolest looking cards I think I've ever pulled in any Pokemon set. Really do love this card. Alright. At number 2, this card, I remember I was opening up a Charizard UPC. and it was for my 5K giveaway. I was opening up the UPC, and I was doing it as a promotion, opening him up, advertising for my 5K YouTube giveaway. I was giving away a Charizard, hence me opening up the Charizard UPC. And I was getting like decent hits, nothing that great. And the last pack I remember I saved was Evolving Skies. And I remember I was thinking like, oh, I'm not going to get anything from this. I'm not going to get anything. And I remember I flipped open the pack and flipped the cards to see and reveal I got one of the best cards in this set. The biggest pain about that was it was going to be like a 45-minute long video. It's the only time I've ever done this, and I hope I never do this again. I had the camera going on 3 times speed. So the whole video, you couldn't hear a word I was saying, and it was done in like a minute. It wasn't 3 times speed. It was whatever that speed is. And I was so devastated. I was like, oh my God, I can't believe I just did that. It hurts so much because it was such good last pack magic. But it is what it is. You live and learn. And that card I pulled from Evolving Skies is the Alt Art Espeon V card. Now, finally, number one. The number one best story of my best pulls is this card right here. It started off middle of the day. My girlfriend was over and I had, not going to say what set it was, I had a pack of cards I gave to her. And I was like, hey, open this for me. You have pretty good luck. And she touched it. That's the reason why I got this card. She touched the pack of cards. She didn't open it, but she at least touched it. So when I got the cards back, because she's like, I don't want to open it. I don't feel like opening packs. I'm like, okay, no problem. I put the pack back. We went and did our thing. I forget where we went for a date, but that's whatever. And later on at night, I remember I was about to go to bed. It was midnight, like 12:22. I remember the exact time because this is like my favorite pull. And I remember it was 12:22. And I was about to go to bed and I was like, you know what? I'm curious to see what my girlfriend would have gotten. So I'm going to open up that pack of cards. So I open up the pack of cards like and I get to the final card. I woke everyone in my house. I went into my parents' room. I was like, yo, look what I just pulled. Look what I just pulled. They're like, shut up, go to bed. And I was like, okay. Ran downstairs to my nephew. I was like, yo, dude, Dad, look what I pulled. And he's just, can't wake him up. Even if there's like a zombie apocalypse. I'm about to go wake my brother up, and I'm like, nah, I'm not doing that. I tried calling people. Nobody was answering. I was like, oh my God, I was so excited and so happy. But there was nobody that I was there to tell. Nobody I could tell because it was 12:22 at night. I went to bed with such excitement. It was like painful almost. But the card that I ended up pulling at 12:22 at night came from Champion's Path. And that is the Rainbow Rare Charizard VMAX. So these here are the top 20 cards with my favorite stories that I have. My top 20 favorite stories from me opening up Pokemon cards. I remember the time, I remember the place, remembering who I am, because there's just something about it when you open up a pack of cards and you get a great hit. You just remember everything around you. I don't know how to explain it or why it's like it. If somebody knows why our brains work that way, leave a comment down below. All I know is each one of these cards has a story to me. Thank you everyone for tuning in. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Leave a comment down below your best story of a Pokemon pull. And thank you for watching till the end. Don't forget to share this with a friend. And this is Pokemon Drama signing off, saying we'll catch you next time. Peace out. Have a good day.